Abby Tadros here on this Wednesday, January 19th. Great to be here with you at the News Now desk alongside meteorologist Lee Brock, tracking 2 first alerts for the work week.
Yes, we are.
So what do we need to know about this? It's rain for one of them, and then the second one is another round of snow.
Yes, it does look like mainly snow this time. So for those of you who felt like you missed out last time, you are in luck.
Okay, we are getting a look at the uptown Charlotte skyline. Beautiful start to your morning, and that is going to be the case for this Wednesday. However, all of that changes on Thursday, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to overlook today, because today is going to be mild, mid-50s for high temperatures. And so a lot of what is on the ground right now, I know here in Charlotte, we just have, it's kind of ugly now. Most of everything has melted, but there's still just a little bit out there.
But it's still prompting some changes for schools like Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools. They're on a 2-hour delay today, and that's in connection with that system that we experienced over the weekend.
But with temperatures in the 50s today, just about all of that should be gone today. And even in the foothills, you're going to see a lot of melting too. Same for the mountains. So that mild temperatures, that's the big story today. Melting is the big story for today.
Okay, so I know that you have a couple of visuals for our friends on Facebook Live, and if they're watching on the WBTV News app. So what do they need to know about that winter system that is headed our way?
So I know this is where we have all of the questions. This is what everybody wants to know. So I just want to jump right into it, let you know what we're seeing. It is a little bit too early to give exact totals, but this is just the general footprint of the snow that should be falling. The farther east you go, that's where there's going to be the most snow. We're talking about an eastern North Carolina system. So if you have family in the Triangle, in the Triad, they're going to be seeing more snow likely than any of us this time. You'll notice our easternmost counties, though. I'm talking about Richmond, Anson, Stanley, Union County, Chesterfield County, and South Carolina. You're just going to be closer to the action, and so you actually have a better chance of snow than even in the mountains and the foothills. Typically, we think of the heaviest snow in the mountains and the foothills. Not necessarily the case this time. So we've kind of flip-flopped from what the last storm was looking like. But here is even better news. Let's take a look at our ice chances. That has moved to the south and east. Now it does still include
difference from the last system.
Right, and such good news, because this is what nobody wants to see. This is what nobody wants to deal with. Now you're not completely in the clear in, I would say, Richmond County, Chesterfield County, and South Carolina. You do still have the possibility, not of a huge crippling ice storm necessarily, but you have some light freezing rain, at least as a possibility. You might also see some sleet mixing in at times. But we're not looking at the potential that we thought we had last time, when it could have meant power outages for days the way it was looking initially. It didn't end up working out that way, but that was the big concern. So this time what we're looking at is mainly ice the farther south and east you go, mainly toward coastal North and South Carolina. So there's a lot of good news for at least most of the WBTV viewing area.
All right, so lots to track here showing that future cast. This is what it's looking like 8 o'clock this morning. The story is it's going to be quiet.
Yeah, so today, that's exactly right. The big story is quieter weather, milder weather in the 50s for high temperatures. We're going to put this into motion. We have the possibility of maybe a couple stray showers. I don't see today being a very eventful day, though. As we head into the night, though, and into the day tomorrow, first thing on Thursday morning, we could see a couple of showers. In the higher elevations, you might see a couple of snowflakes mixing in, especially toward the evening hours, but most of the day tomorrow, what you're going to notice most is just spotty showers moving through. This is 5 p.m. on Thursday. Now this is when we have a cold front that's going to start to move in. And one thing that cold front is going to do is obviously bring the showers, maybe some snow showers for the mountains, but it is really going to usher in some colder temperatures. And those colder temperatures that come in, that's going to set us up for the Friday system. The cold air is already going to be in place. So this brings us up to Friday morning at 8 a.m. Notice most of the precipitation is off to the east of us. That's because that front comes in and it stalls. I want to show you a bigger picture. We can put this one into motion. Again, just like yesterday, Abby, my clicker is being
Oh,
very
no,
slow. It doesn't want to
come
work
on.
with me.
Technology, we need you to cooperate with us.
Come on, technology. I am clicking
Let's
this
give it a
clicker.
go.
Well, anyway, that front is going to move. Okay, there we go. The front is going to move in. So there you see it as we head into the day tomorrow. The front moves through here, but then as we head into the morning hours on Friday, that front is off to the east of us. It's going to stall right there. It's just going to sit right there. And as it does, different waves of low pressure are going to move up it, and that's why we have the possibility of the snow as we head into Friday and Friday night.
So Mandy Duckworth is watching on Facebook Live, and she's saying, so nothing for Burke County?
No? I think
She said
everybody
no. Sorry about it.
Everybody is going to be seeing some snow. I think we're looking at maybe along the lines of 1 to 2 inches for the mountains for Burke County. So I think you will see snow. I think you'll have some impacts, just not the huge snowfall totals that we had with the last system. So again, everybody should get some kind of snow, but lower totals in the mountain areas, higher totals farther to the east. Right now we're thinking maybe 3 to 5 inches in the east, 1 to 2 in the west. Just, we haven't made an accumulation map. It's still kind of early for that, but just to let you know, we're not talking about a foot of snow. We're talking more along those lines.
Okay, that's some good news. Hey, if you guys are watching on Facebook Live, feel free to drop a comment and say hello. Let us know where you're watching from, and we may give you a shout out. In the meantime, though, you got a lot going on in the Weather Center. This is something that's going to hit us, at least that winter system, to snowfall. That's going to be Friday night into Saturday.
Yes, Friday night into Saturday morning. That's when most
And
of the
it's
precipitation
affecting-
should fall.
It's more so a system that'll affect the eastern part of our viewing area,
The
correct?
highest accumulations, yes, should be
Okay.
in the east. We should still, as I said, get snow through the entire WBTV viewing area, but just more the farther east you go.
Okay. I know that you are also tracking what's going on in terms of the 7-day, but while we are waiting for that, we are seeing Mandy says, yay, she is excited. Or she
Nice.
said she's completely over the snow here. So
Oh,
that's some good news. Cassandra says hello from Iron Station, Denver.
Hey there.
Casey wants to know about Mountain Island. We're getting a hello from Mount Holly. Gastonia, Julia Silvers is watching from Gastonia.
Okay.
Lisa Brown's watching from Statesville. We've got some Mooresville watchers, Rockingham,
Okay.
Salisbury, Boomer, North
Nice.
Carolina.
Thanks everybody for tuning in this morning. We appreciate when you
Yeah.
watch.
That's great. So as far as the Mountain Island requests, snow,
That you're going to be right in the middle. So I
Okay.
think the Charlotte area will likely see probably, and these are not exact totals, but maybe like 2 to 4 inches. So a little bit more than we had last time, but not a crippling snowstorm, not like 6 to 8 to 12 inches. It's nothing like that. But I do think we will see measurable snow, even in the Charlotte area and just about every area.
okay.
For literally the past 2 minutes, I have been clicking this clicker trying to
Is it
make the
not
7-day
cooperating?
coming up,
No.
and I'm just going to hold my finger on this trigger until it does something.
So Gwen says no ice this time, thumbs up, which is
Yes.
stark contrast. Last system, we had pink all over that Futurecast map, and it's not really the case at this point.
Yeah,
wanna
that's one
switch
of the
spots,
best
Lee,
things.
and see
That's
if-
one of the best things that we
You
can.
want to switch spots? Maybe that's going to help with this clicker situation.
I don't think anything's going to help with this clicker situation.
She's been trying so hard to switch. There
There we go. It did work.
It made a
Teamwork.
difference. Okay, 7-day
Teamwork.
forecast.
There we go. So here's your 7-day forecast. 56 degrees, that's your high temperature today. That's why I said there should be so much melting today. We see a little bit of sun this morning, probably clouds take over for the rest of your day, but mid-50s for highs. And not only that, look at tonight's low temperature of 42 degrees. So it stays warm during the day. It stays really mild overnight. We start out well above the freezing mark on Thursday morning. We stay in the 40s most of the day. Showers are possible at any time. Then the cold front moves through. Abby, this is what I'm talking about. We're going from a low of 42 on Wednesday to a low of 27, or a low
Whoa.
of 42 on Thursday morning to a low of 27 on Friday morning. That's what that cold front is going to do. It's going to pull in those colder temperatures, set the stage for this next system to come through, and that's why we have the potential for winter weather. So then that next first alert is from Friday into Friday night. That's the next chance of mainly snow for a lot of places. And then Saturday, I think most of the snow will be out of here after the morning hours will dry out, but we're not going to warm up. 39 degrees, that's your high temperature on Saturday. Heading into next week, I can say it does look calm, it does look quiet, at least to start the week. We're back in the mid to upper 40s for a couple days, lows in the 20s, but after we get past this next system, we get a little bit of a breather.
You're just telling me it's just plain cold. It's going to be cold for a while.
Yes. It is, and even we were looking at the longer range models, Al and I, this morning, and it looks like even into next week. So we had such a warm December. Everybody was complaining about the Christmas weather being so warm. People didn't like it. I loved it. Most people didn't like it. But this month, it looks like we have below average temperatures, even the next week out from here. So
what's happening?
January. That's what's happening.
All over the place. Are we near breaking records at all, or is this kind of on par for what we'd expect for this time of year?
So that's a good question. We are not breaking records. We're not in that kind of territory. But after having such
for us
mild
to get
air,
snow in Charlotte, though.
It is. It is. It's been a couple years since we've had a good snow. So this is
2018, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So these are 2 storms in a row. No, this is really not normal.
You know what?
Not out of the question, but not your normal.
Yeah, I personally am looking forward to the snow. I think it'll be fun. Got to enjoy it a little bit after our coverage on Saturday or Sunday, excuse me. So I think it'll be a good time.
It will be,
it'll keep us
especially
busy.
Since we're looking at mainly snow this time instead of ice. Nobody wins when there's ice, but snow is fun. Snow is pretty. You can play in it. You can enjoy it.
Yes.
It's much safer. Yeah.
All right, Lee. Anything else that we need to talk about before we end this live stream?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's been fun.
It's been fun. We'll be back here again at 8:05 tomorrow. Always appreciate having you here. We want to say that if you're watching on Facebook Live, this is about to end. However, our coverage will continue on the News Now app in a couple of minutes.